morning, yogis, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be guiding you through a morning practice, so whenever you're ready, come and meet me on your mat. Today we will be getting started in a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. We'll take the palms to the tops of the thighs, maybe over the knees. And you can close your eyes here for a moment, shifting our gaze inwards. Start to notice if there's any tension in the body this morning. And throughout this practice, we will work on keeping our inhales and exhales of equal length. And we'll try to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose throughout the practice. As you're ready, dip your chin slightly and blink the eyes open. And to begin today, we'll start with some neck stretches. So bringing your right ear to the right shoulder first. If you'd like, you can take the right hand to the top of the head. And if this feels good and you'd like to go a little bit further, you can take your left hand onto the mat, extending away from you. And breathe into this nice long stretch along the left seam of the neck. As you're ready, bring the right palm back down to the mat and gently lift your neck up back to center. Inhale here. And exhale, let the left ear lean down towards the left shoulder. And if you did it on the other side, bring the left palm to the top of the head and extend your right hand out away from the body, resting on the mat. Deep breaths here. On your next inhale, gently release the neck, bringing your head back to center. And we'll start to do some half moon circles with the head. So letting your right ear fall down towards the right shoulder again. And then gently moving your chin down to your chest. And opening your left ear down over to your left shoulder. And we'll do that a few more times, tick-tocking back and forth. Very, very slowly here. And you might notice that one neck side is a little bit tighter than the other. And that's totally okay. And the next time you're in the center, gently bring your head back up, lifting your chin. And now we'll walk the hands over to the front of our mats, coming into tabletop, shoulders over the wrists and hips over the knees, tucking the back toes under. Starting to get into some movements that will link our breath. Inhale, coming into our cow pose, broadening across the chest, opening our heart forward, gazing to the front of the room. And exhale, round through the spine, untuck the toes, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, dip your chin into your chest. Inhale, opening forward once more, tucking the back toes under, maybe press into the feet a little bit, opening the heart even more. And exhale, untucking the toes, pressing tops of the feet into the mat and pressing the mat away from you with your palms. tailbone lengthens down towards your heels. Inhale, tuck the toes back under, pressing forward. And exhale, round for the last time here. Inhale, come to a neutral spine here. And we'll step the right foot forward to where the spot your right hand was. And as you're ready, bring your hands to frame that right foot. And then once you feel you have your balance, inhale, lift your arms up, coming into a low lunge. Really reaching the arms up towards the sky while keeping the front ribs knit closed. Really scissoring the thighs towards one another here. This is a great warm-up pose for the morning. Really waking up the thighs and even waking up the core here. Deep breath in through the nose and a deep breath out through the nose. Inhale. And exhale, hands come down to frame the foot and press that right foot back, right knee back to meet the left, coming back into tabletop. And we'll take one nice full breath here for a moment. And on your next inhale, step that left foot where the left palm is. Hands frame that left foot. And inhale as you're ready. Arms come straight up, coming into our Anjaneyasana, low lunge on the other side, really squeezing those thighs towards one another. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, keeping the front ribs closed like you're wearing a corset. And still reaching the arms up towards the sky. Really stretching it out and getting long. Inhale fully. And exhale, hands come down to frame the foot. Bring that left knee back to meet the right. Coming into tabletop. Curling the back toes under now. Widening the fingers. And lift your hips high to the sky. Downward facing dog. Maybe pedal out the legs a little bit. Taking our dog for a walk here. Really getting into the hamstrings now. Ears are in line with the biceps. Hips are high towards the sky as your navel is drawing in towards your spine. Heels are heavy. It's okay if they don't touch the mat. Keeping a bend in the knees if it's comfortable for you. Deep breath in, filling up the belly with air. Feeling the ribs expand, and exhale it out. Maybe your navel dipped a little bit back more. And on your next inhale, lift your right leg straight up and back towards the sky. Right toes pointing down towards the mat. Exhale, bend in that right knee and step it forward, coming into our pigeon pose on the right side. So your right knee is right behind your right wrist, and your right foot can come towards the hip. If it naturally does, go ahead and let it. Getting into this deep hip opener pretty early on in our practice. Inhale, getting tall here. And if it feels good, you can gently come down onto your forearms, folding forward. If you have a block, you can rest your forehead on a block. And if this feels really nice for you and comfortable, you can even fold deeper. Letting your forehead rest on your palm, tops of your hands. And taking nice full breaths, breathing into our right hip and the left psoas, front of our left hip. Really releasing, surrendering into this pigeon pose. Two more full breaths here. I always love to really warm up the hips before I start my day. I find that I do pigeon pose almost every single day. As you're ready, inhale, pressing into the palms, bringing yourself back up. And curl the left toes under, lifting yourself up back into your downward facing dog. Pedaling out the legs, maybe you notice that one leg feels longer than the other or a little more warm. And on your next in-breath, shift your weight forward, coming into plank pose. Let your hips fall a little bit. And exhale, let the knees come down. And then shift your weight forward even more. And exhale, the elbows graze the side body as you lower down. Untucking the toes, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, really engaging the legs so the kneecaps lift. Bring the palms directly underneath the shoulders as you inhale your heart up. Cobra. And exhale, lower down. Curl the back toes under once more and press into the mat, lifting yourself up into your downward facing dog again. And we'll take a few breaths here before we move on to the other side. You can keep pedaling out the legs here or find stillness. Whatever is serving you today. On your next inhale, lift the left leg straight up and back, toes pointing down towards the mat, and exhale, bend in that left knee. Setting up for our pigeon pose on the left side, bringing that left knee right behind the left wrist and letting that foot come now towards the right hip if need be, if it just naturally does so. Inhale, get tall. And if you did it on the other side and it feels good for you, you can exhale, fold forward, coming onto your forearms, maybe resting your forehead on a block, or completely releasing down, letting your forehead rest on your hands, or maybe your forearms. Breathing into that left hip and that right front thigh. As you breathe in, imagine you're inflating your hip with air. And as you exhale, feel it relax, maybe sinking yourself a little lower. Feeling some of that tension maybe decrease. And as you're ready, gently press yourself up again. And this time, instead of pressing back into a down dog, we'll lean over onto the right hip and bring that left hip and bringing that right foot forward, bringing the soles of the feet to touch, coming into our Baddha Konasana. Maybe grab the ankles here, gently pulling up as to lengthen the spine. And if it feels nice, you can stay here or folding forward. Keeping your shoulders relaxed down the back, away from the ears. 2 more full breaths here. As you're ready, inhale, gently coming back up. And we'll do some circular motions with our torso. So you can keep holding the feet or ankles wherever you like. And we'll start to lean our torso forward, then towards the right, a little towards the back, then to the left hip, the right hip again. Just drawing some circles with the crown of our head. And don't forget to breathe here. Just kind of getting into some intuitive movement, going slow or maybe a little quicker, whatever you feel your body is needing today. And from wherever you are, reverse those circles, now going the other way. Keeping our breath nice and full and deep here. And as you're ready, coming back to center, finding stillness. Inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. Really stretch, reach towards the sky, feeling the sides of the body lengthening. And exhale, bring the right palm down beside you, reaching with those left fingertips over to the right side of the room, letting your heart lift towards the sky. Inhale through the nose. And exhale it out through the nose. Inhale, come back to center. Now both arms up, really reach towards the sky, getting tall and long again. And exhale, the left palm comes down now towards the left side, reaching with those right fingertips over to the left. And lifting your heart up. Feeling that nice long stretch along the right seam of the body. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale, come back to center now. Bring the hands to the outside of the knees and gently bring them together to touch. And wherever you are, let yourself come down into a laying down position, slowly and gently, being mindful. And keeping the knees bent and the soles of the feet to the ground. We'll bring the feet about hips distance apart and parallel to one another. Toes are facing the front of the mat. And inhale the right ankle over the left knee. Really letting that ankle rest there, not the side of the foot. And really flex through all 4 corners of that right foot. Inhale through the nose. And press that right knee away from you. If this feels comfortable, you can stay here. And if you'd like to experiment a little bit, you can lift that left foot up off the mat and grab hold of behind the thigh, interlacing the fingers, pulling that left knee towards your face, and while still pressing that right knee away from your face. If this feels comfortable, you can also go a little bit further and grab hold on top of that left knee. And this is even deeper. And remember, with each in-breath, we're breathing into the hip. And each out-breath, relaxing the hips a little more. 2 more full breaths here. And on your next exhale, releasing that leg if you have it. And bringing the right foot down to rest on the mat. Coming back to center for a moment. And as you're ready, inhale, bring the left ankle over that right knee now. Really flexing through that left foot, all 4 corners. Making sure that the ankle is really resting on that right knee. And if you'd like, you can stay here, gently pressing that left knee away from your face. And if you did it on the other side, you can take this a little further, lifting the right sole of foot off the mat, interlacing the fingers on the back of the right thigh, still flexing powerfully through that left foot. And if you'd like to go even further here and you did it on the other side, you can clasp hold of that right knee, coming into an even more deep reclined pigeon here. Deep breaths. Really breathing into that hip and feeling it soften on the exhales. And on your next out breath, releasing that right knee, if you have it, and letting that left foot come down onto the mat. And then extend one leg and then the other. Bringing the palms face up on the mat alongside you. Closing the eyes. Shavasana pose. We'll take full breaths here, 10 of them. And know that getting on your mat today, you are cultivating patience, positivity, happiness, giving yourself this time to focus on you. It really is the best way to start your day. As you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Keeping the eyes closed, bring one knee into the chest and then the other knee. Giving yourself a nice little hug here, maybe rocking side to side, giving your low back a massage. And whenever you're ready, falling to the right side, using your right forearm as a pillow, and your left palm resting on the mat. Eyes are still shut. And on an in-breath, gently pressing into your right arm and your left palm. Lift yourself up into a comfortable seat. Bringing your palms to touch at heart center. Dipping your chin into your chest. Deep breath here. And start to blink the eyes open, coming back into the room. I hope you feel ready to take on the day ahead of you. Thank you so much for practicing with me. From my heart to yours, namaste.